Imagine a life lived in harmony with nature, where your needs are met through mindful choices and self-reliance. This is the essence of sustainable living, a concept that finds deep resonance in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control, virtue, and acceptance, offers a powerful framework for navigating the complexities of modern life, while minimizing our environmental footprint. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and to accept what we cannot. This principle is fundamental to sustainable living, as it empowers us to make conscious choices about our consumption, reduce our reliance on external factors, and find contentment in simplicity. By detaching ourselves from material possessions and embracing a mindset of sufficiency, we can break free from the cycle of endless wants and minimize our impact on the planet. Stoicism reminds us that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of fleeting pleasures, but in living virtuously and in accordance with nature. This philosophy encourages us to find joy in the simple things, to appreciate the abundance of the natural world, and to live in harmony with our surroundings. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the Earth's resources and make mindful choices that promote both personal and environmental well-being. In a world grappling with the consequences of overconsumption and environmental degradation, Stoicism offers a path toward a more sustainable and fulfilling future. By mastering our desires, embracing self-sufficiency, and finding contentment in simplicity, we can create a life that is both meaningful and in harmony with the natural world. Self-sufficiency, a cornerstone of sustainable living, finds its roots in the Stoic principle of mastering our desires. The Stoics understood that true freedom comes not from indulging every whim, but from controlling our impulses and finding contentment in what we already have. By recognizing that happiness is not dependent on external possessions, we can break free from the consumerist mindset that drives overconsumption and environmental damage. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This quote encapsulates the essence of Stoic self-sufficiency. By learning to appreciate what we have, and by detaching ourselves from the insatiable pursuit of more, we can cultivate a sense of contentment that transcends material possessions. This shift in perspective allows us to live more lightly on the earth, consuming only what we truly need and minimizing our environmental impact. Modern society bombards us with messages that equate happiness with material possessions, fueling a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote to this pervasive mindset, reminding us that true fulfillment lies in living virtuously and in accordance with nature. By focusing on what truly matters, our character, our relationships, and our connection to the natural world, we can break free from the tyranny of desires and embrace a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life. Stoicism offers a practical framework for making sustainable choices in our daily lives. By applying Stoic principles to our consumption habits, we can reduce our environmental footprint and live in greater harmony with nature. The key lies in practicing mindfulness, considering the long-term consequences of our actions, and prioritizing experiences over material possessions. One of the most impactful ways to embrace sustainable living is to adopt a more mindful approach to consumption. Before making a purchase, ask yourself if you truly need the item, if it aligns with your values, and if it will contribute to your long-term well-being. This simple act of pausing and reflecting can help you break free from impulsive buying habits and make more conscious choices that reduce your environmental impact. Another important aspect of sustainable living is to prioritize experiences over material possessions. The Stoics emphasize the importance of finding joy in the simple things, like spending time in nature, cultivating meaningful relationships, and pursuing personal growth. By shifting our focus from acquiring material goods to embracing experiences, we can reduce our consumption, minimize our environmental footprint, and cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment. One of the most tangible ways to embrace Stoic self-sufficiency is through gardening. Cultivating a garden, whether it's a small plot in your backyard or a few pots on your balcony, provides a direct connection to the natural world and empowers you to take control of your food sources. Growing your own food not only reduces your reliance on industrial agriculture, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the earth's bounty. Tending to a garden embodies the Stoic principles of hard work, patience, and acceptance. It requires us to work with nature's rhythms, to adapt to unpredictable weather patterns, and to find satisfaction in the gradual process of growth. Gardening teaches us to appreciate the interconnectedness of all living things and to find joy in the simple act of nurturing life. The act of harvesting food from your own garden brings a profound sense of satisfaction and self-reliance. It connects you directly to the source of your sustenance and fosters a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all living things. Gardening serves as a powerful reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the abundance of the natural world and our ability to cultivate our own sustenance. Minimalism, less is more in a Stoic world. Minimalism, a lifestyle characterized by owning fewer possessions and focusing on what truly matters, aligns perfectly with Stoic principles. By embracing minimalism, we can break free from the clutter of material possessions, reduce our consumption, and create more space in our lives for what brings us true fulfillment. This shift in perspective allows us to live more lightly on the earth, minimizing our environmental impact and fostering a deeper sense of contentment. The Stoics believed that true happiness lies not in the abundance of possessions, but in the simplicity of living virtuously and in accordance with nature. By detaching ourselves from material attachments, we can free ourselves from the anxieties and burdens that come with owning too much. Minimalism allows us to focus on what truly matters: our character, our relationships, and our connection to the natural world. Embracing minimalism is not about deprivation, but about making conscious choices about what we bring into our lives. It's about prioritizing quality over quantity, experiences over possessions, and personal growth over material wealth. By owning less, we create more space in our lives for what truly matters, allowing us to live more intentionally and sustainably. Embracing sustainable living is not without its challenges. We live in a world designed for convenience and consumption, and breaking free from established norms can be daunting. However, Stoicism provides us with the mental fortitude to overcome these obstacles and to persevere in our commitment to living in greater harmony with nature. One of the biggest challenges in sustainable living is resisting the allure of consumerism. We are constantly bombarded with advertising messages that equate happiness with material possessions, making it difficult to resist the temptation to buy more than we need. Stoicism reminds us that true happiness lies not in external possessions, but in living virtuously and in accordance with nature, providing us with the strength to resist the allure of consumerism. Another obstacle is the convenience of modern life. We have become accustomed to instant gratification, and embracing sustainable practices often requires us to slow down, to make more conscious choices, and to put in extra effort. Stoicism teaches us the importance of patience, perseverance, and delayed gratification, empowering us to embrace the challenges of sustainable living with grace and determination. Embracing Stoic principles not only transforms our own lives, but also has a ripple effect on those around us. By living sustainably and embodying Stoic virtues, we inspire others to consider their own impact on the planet and to make more mindful choices. Our actions become a testament to the power of living in harmony with nature, sparking conversations and encouraging others to embark on their own journeys toward sustainable living. When we make conscious choices about our consumption, reduce our waste, and prioritize experiences over material possessions, we demonstrate that a different way of life is possible. Our actions become a visible reminder that happiness and fulfillment can be found outside the confines of consumerism, inspiring others to question their own habits and to consider alternative ways of living. The Stoic emphasis on virtue and ethical conduct extends beyond personal well-being to encompass our responsibility to the wider community and the natural world. By living sustainably and advocating for environmental protection, we contribute to a more just and equitable world for all beings. Our actions become a force for positive change, inspiring others to join us in creating a more sustainable and compassionate future. Stoicism offers a profound path to finding contentment, a state of deep satisfaction and inner peace that transcends external circumstances. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate a sense of contentment that is not dependent on material possessions, external validation, or fleeting pleasures. This inner state of fulfillment allows us to live more sustainably, appreciating what we have and finding joy in the simple things. The Stoics understood that true happiness lies not in pursuing what we lack, but in appreciating what we already have. By focusing on the good in our lives, our health, our relationships, the beauty of the natural world, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude that fills us with contentment. This shift in perspective allows us to break free from the cycle of desire and dissatisfaction that drives overconsumption and environmental damage. Contentment is not a passive state, but an active choice we make each day. It requires us to cultivate mindfulness, to practice gratitude, and to focus on what truly matters. By embracing Stoic principles, we can find contentment in the present moment, appreciating the abundance of the natural world, and living in harmony with our surroundings. In a world grappling with the consequences of overconsumption and environmental degradation, Stoicism offers a beacon of hope and a pathway toward a more sustainable and fulfilling future. By embracing Stoic principles, we can transform our relationship with the earth, with ourselves, and with each other, creating a world where both human and planetary well-being are prioritized. Stoicism empowers us to make conscious choices about our consumption, to reduce our reliance on external factors, and to find contentment in simplicity. By mastering our desires, embracing self-sufficiency, and living in accordance with nature, we can minimize our environmental footprint and create a life that is both meaningful and sustainable. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics and embrace their teachings as a guiding light toward a more sustainable and fulfilling future. By living virtuously, practicing gratitude, and finding contentment in the present moment, we can create a world where both human and planetary well-being thrive. The journey towards sustainable living is not always easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. By embracing Stoicism, we embark on a path of personal growth, environmental stewardship, and collective transformation, creating a legacy of mindful living for generations to come.